We're live. Let me see if I can get this on here. Wow, Kate, Amy is on here and Katie, huh? You guys are so fast. I love it. Did it already say like I was on? Can you close that little curtain right there, please? It's not registering. Oh, there it is. One person. You guys are faster than YouTube. That was fun. Happy 4th of July. Hi, Rachel. Hey, James. How's everybody doing today? Saturday is, I'm tired. I'm ready for a nap. Hi, Kathy. Happy 4th of July as well. Amy, yes. Happy 4th. Are you doing some barbecue, Amy? We were thinking about, I still think I might get Paul a brisket to do because it's on sale at Smith's right now.
I would do it.
So we'll see. Yes. Now, I know lots of places have canceled the big fireworks shows. So, James, let me know. I know like a lot of beaches usually do it. And I think where my parent or my dad lives in Long Beach, they canceled their show out there. What about in San Diego? Hello, Jen Bowles. Happy 4th. Hi, Lisa. Now, did you see, Lisa? I had that ramen recipe yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, these days are a blur. Yes, please like the live. Yes, Paul is grilling.
Mm-hmm.
What you making?
I'm getting fancy today. Hot dogs and hamburgers.
So you guys were just keeping it really easy and simple. Oh, they were so good. Somebody in the comments said, well, you substituted your noodles, so it's not even ramen. And I go, oh, I guess it's not. Oh, well.
Those rice noodles are so good, though.
They really, really are. And we have more in the pantry, so we'll have to make it again. Tell me, yes, that's the best, right? Hot dogs and burgers.
Yeah, but we do our burgers a little special. We put them on the Traeger, but we put them on a cookie sheet lined with foil.
Yeah.
And let them cook on there for a while so they get cooked through. And then I'll take them off there and I'll put them on the infrared sear burner to give them the good grill marks on them. And they turn out really good.
And the reason why is because when you just put your hot dog or hamburgers on the grill, the oils and the fats from it just go right into into the grill. And you drip it. Yeah, the drip pan. And
they dry out that way.
Yeah, so they can be dry.
I cut you off.
No, that's fine. So if you put them on a cookie sheet, it kind of has the oils and the fats and all that good stuff on there. And then when you put it on the infrared, or give the grill marks, you could do that at the very end, even if it's just on a grill.
That infrared burner is like 500 degrees, so it's nice hot. Mm-hmm. But Amy said she lives in Wisconsin, I think, right? Mm-hmm. And you don't like brats? I don't like brats either, though.
We're not fans of thick hot dogs.
No, I like the Nathans, the ones that are thin.
The thin ones. Was it skinless too?
Yeah, all beef. Have to be all beef.
Always, all beef.
All beef, skinless Nathan's hot dogs. I can do the same in Oscar Mayer.
Yeah, but it has to be a beef hot dog. It can't be mixed meats.
Yeah, it's funny. I remember when I was growing up, my dad taught me how to grill, and
Yeah, that's right, Kathy.
Among many jobs he had, he was a short order cook in restaurants. So he taught me how to cook a lot of things. My mom taught me how to cook a lot of things also. But one time, my aunt from Oregon was visiting, and my dad sent her to the store to pick up some hot dogs, and she came back with the chicken pork dogs.
We'll just call those the pink ones.
Yeah.
They're just pink.
And he's like, what are you doing?
Did you guys have to go and get more?
Of course.
Oh, goodness. I'm weird. I don't like all beef hot dogs.
Well, I guess mixing your meats is fine for other people.
Yeah. When people come over, I just want to have, some good quality,
Although,
foods.
If you have a bacon cheeseburger, you're putting 2 different meats on your burger.
A bacon that's true.
And I don't know if you guys have Famous Dave's where you're at, but one of the best burgers ever is called the Ultimate Cheeseburger at Famous Dave's. It's got a burger, and then it's got cheese, and it's got jalapeno bacon on it, and pulled pork on top of that. It's so good. Or Fox's, which I think Danny and Tina have done.
They love Fox's. Yeah, they've done some collaborations with them.
They mix brisket in with their hamburger meats. Man, that's the best burger ever.
So if you're gonna mix meats, it's got to be like brisket, apparently. Yes, Ezzy? Do you want to see Ezra's outfit? You want to show him? He's got on a red shirt, but look at his shorts. They have stars and stripes, stars and stripes.
It's the 4th of July.
You just heard fireworks. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's going to be tonight.
We've been having fireworks go off all over around here
It's a little bit hot today.
for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, whenever, yeah. I had heartburn all night. That's horrible, Josh.
Katie said her kids have to have canned hot dogs. They will not have anything else. Gross.
But kids are different. Like
To me,
I remember eating hot dogs cold right from the fridge.
And we used to eat them boiled, which there's
Oh,
no way
me
to do.
too.
Like now it has to be grilled. They have to be like not black, but darker. You gotta cook them.
Yeah, for sure. So is anybody getting together with family? Like, what is your prep work looking like right now? Grilled hot dogs. Yes, they're the best.
Yeah, they are. They're so good.
The picture that you saw for the live, I was like fixing something on the door. I was changing out my baskets and making them just red. The tie was red, and then I took out, so it's just white flowers. That's all it is. That's all I really did to update those for the 4th.
What? Oh, never mind. She just deleted it.
Oh, sorry, Charles. Let me know in the comments how many of you have the bell for notifications. I'm just so curious. I don't really say that to people to turn on your notifications. But if that's something you want to do, by all means, ring that bell, click on the bell, and it will let you know. Oh, you guys are making me happy. I have the bell on, and it didn't tell you. Shame on them. Yeah, we're I don't know what to do about YouTube sometimes. I don't know if you noticed my numbers, because I watched to see my subscriber counts. Yesterday I got to 11,000, and then I lost 17 subs. So I have no idea, you guys, with how YouTube works. I know sometimes periodically they will get rid of bot channels. Maybe that's what they did. It is weird. And you know what? When we talk about freedom of speech and freedoms of this, and it doesn't feel very freedomy with putting out a video on cooking or sharing my family stuff. I saw a big talk. Somebody just said a lot.
Deborah Lewis said, picked up raw steaks from Firebird's Grill to cook at home. Hubby just ate his bacon wrap filet. Wow, that's yummy. And I made mushroom risotto and shrimp cocktail.
Wow. Now, do you guys have company? Are you guys expecting company to come over? I'm curious to know that too. Making Amber's mac and cheese.
Oh, that's awesome.
That will make her so happy to hear that. And that is an excellent recipe. Excellent.
We won't be seeing Amber today, though.
No, she has a family get together. Her sister actually just completed cancer treatments. And her son is one of those missionaries who got sent back when COVID started and all the missionaries came home. So he's getting reassigned and is leaving. I think he's going to Canada?
Yeah, not Amber's son, Amber's sister's son.
No, Amber's sister's son. And so they're doing her sister is doing a big party with their family, both sides, because her son's leaving, and then they're celebrating Amy's completing chemotherapy. So making roasted potatoes. That sounds salmon. Wow, these are some corn on the cob, berry medley. Oh, that's delicious shortcake. Now, do you make your own whipped cream for the shortcakes? I'm curious, because I like making the whipped cream from time to time. No company, just Paul, me, Ezra. LOL. So we have the Phillips coming over. And we have our other friend Lene and her family coming over. So it's going to be a little bit smaller.
2 of the 3 families from the family.
Yeah. But normally we have
No, 3 of the 4, not 2 of the 3.
Yeah, so including us.
Yeah, I can't count.
Normally we have like a big neighborhood water balloon fight. Not happening this year.
We figured that this was going to be the ninth annual water balloon fight, that we just didn't do it this year. So we don't know who's going to show up on our street with water balloons. We don't know, because we've heard rumblings around the neighborhood that, hey, on 4th of July we're going to be coming over to your street, and we just didn't do it.
And normally I would put it on our Facebook account, because we have a neighborhood one, or like our church account, which is like our neighborhood as well. But I didn't do anything this year, you guys. And I'm just being really careful. I know what people must be thinking if they know I had COVID. And
Yeah.
so
Speaking of, Mina is not getting with family and friends because she's quarantined waiting for the results. She has no smell or taste.
oh man, is that your only symptoms, Mina, though? Let me know. That's got to be and it's so weird, right? Like all of a sudden, no smell, no taste. And I've heard that symptom can take weeks to months to return. And you guys, mine hasn't completely returned. So I'm fine. I've been fine for a couple weeks now, more than a couple weeks. And we've been off quarantine. Paul went to work this week. So everything was fine. It was fine. I mean, aside that he had to work. And so everybody's
I'm
good.
thankful to work though.
Oh, I gotta sneeze.
Bless you. Salud. Deborah says, I love you guys and the Phillips. Been bringing on both y'all's vlogs. Oh, been binging, not bringing. Sorry, sometimes I can't read.
No, I have a cough, no fever. Okay, keep us posted, Mina. I'll be thinking about you. I just feel like eventually we're all going to be exposed, especially when kids go back to school. And so I think now we have to kind of realize what we need to do when we get them. Like what do we need to do when we have symptoms? What do we need to do? What's protocols? Because I think we don't want to overburden our hospital systems, right, Amy? And I mean, how many people are you having to send back home or send them to their primary doctors? I'm just so curious with that information as well. But you guys, I was sick. So as soon as I showed symptoms, I stayed home. I made my kids stay home. I mean, Paul was the only exception that he went to work because he had to work. And then he came straight home. He didn't even go to the gym during that time, I don't even think. So, and then he had to be quarantined as soon as we found out afterwards. But he worked from home, so I think it's being responsible. You're sick, you have flu-like symptoms, stay home. When do you call your doctor? Get tested right away if you can, and then start charting your days. If you can separate from your family, by all means do that. I couldn't, but your lungs are the issue that you have to kind of watch out for, from what I've learned about all of this, and exercising them, like deep breaths as much as you can, because you want to get those lungs going. So, and then do some research.
Oh.
Deborah, thank you so much.
Very,
you
very
are
kind of
so,
you, Deborah.
so kind. I'm having family over. We want to sign. We went to sign the new scum, the governor, to be recalled. I kind of feel like this is going to be a pivotal point in our history books. I mean, depending on how they write it. If the people were able to get through this, it's going to be one of those things that you guys, when we talk about even 9/11, you can tell about like where you were when you first heard about the news of the Twin Towers. And then I get really emotional, like talking about that with my kids, because they don't really learn about that in their history books. And so whenever we've talked about it, I get emotional. I think this is going to be one of those things in history that's going to be kind of skewed in history books about COVID. And I think we're going to be able to tell our generations about what we learned about it all. So we have lots to do, lots of work to do, you guys, to at least remain calm. And I, for me, want to be as neutral as possible, but also keep in mind that I have a family to raise too. First time I heard of Spanish flu was
A few months ago.
Yeah, oh, really?
Yeah, that
From
was-
the 1920s.
Spanish flu was huge. Not like the bubonic plague, but
No, yeah, bubonic plague was huge. huge.
If you go read the bubonic plague about the plague that happened over in Europe,
It was like 100 years long or
it
something
was
like that.
crazy. I've read things that said it wiped out a third of the population of Europe at the time, or yeah, population of Europe. I think I thought at one time it was the world, but I think
Is Europe.
Europe.
And also the song, the little primary song that kids sing, Ring Around the Rosies, is about the Black Plague, the bubonic plague. So, and really, isn't that just the hantavirus? I think that's what it is, the hantavirus. And now we have wonderful antibiotics to help rid us of that.
Katie said, yes, it did fall.
Yeah.
She would know, she's in the UK.
Yes. Was just watching your ramen video, and Belinda, so easy, right? We always, I don't know about you, but we always have like a tube of ground beef or like a package of ground beef. So an easy go-to dinner, and if you have like your Asian sauces, experiment.
Yeah, that ramen's so good. I think it's my favorite with grilled chicken.
I agree, but you have to then you have to grill. Like if I want to have everything ready for you for dinner.
It's such a punishment
it's
for me to
easy.
grill.
Well, we have to plan. So, like, if you want to, because normally when he gets home from work, which is around 4:30, I'm usually putting dinner on the table. We're ready to eat. We're like, well, Phillips, Fam Bams. Oh, you guys. I love you guys. Choo choo. Choo choo. They did a super chat for $2 for a super. It was like a super chat. It said choo choo train or a train. They're so cute. Kathy, yay! Yeah, the Fam Bam's here. Yeah, we're just getting some things ready. I don't know if you can see back here, but I'm working on some barbecue beans, like some baked beans. And pretty much all I've done is bought like 3 cans of the big things of beans. That's a 9x13 pan. And I cooked one package of bacon. That's pretty much it. And then I'm gonna add some sweet barbecue sauce.
One thing I learned about beans recently, going back to the gym, is they're good for your heart. the more you eat, the
Oh yeah, yeah, okay, yeah.
The more you want.
You guys,
they're magical.
they are magical for sure. Happy 4th of July, Courtney. Anthony, hello. Charles, LOL. Hi, Anthony. Let's see. I was gonna say, raise your hands if you bought fireworks to go and.
You haven't put a hand emoji yet.
Oh yeah. So let me know if you have fireworks for today. We aren't doing anything here. We took my husband's Mustang out. That's awesome. He can grill the extra chicken. Yes, and so sometimes Paul will grill a whole bunch of chicken. I'll chop it up and put them in bags. We'll have it for that dinner, and then I'll have like a couple of extra dinners after that.
Hope you make it back, Amy. She's gotta go check on the grill.
Oh yeah. I'm watching grandbabies. That's the best. We got fireworks. Woo woo. No fireworks illegal in my area. Yes, California is funny, huh? It's like most of it is like illegal, and then you can just kind of cross over into the next city, pick up those safe and sanes, and then bring them back. I mean, really.
The only place you can buy the in Clark County, which is where Las Vegas is, but Clark County is huge. The only place you can buy illegal fireworks, which they're not illegal, where you buy them, is the Indian Reservation, the
Yes.
Paiute Indian Reservation.
Yes. So all of the ones that we have here are safe and sane, like the ones that you just buy from the little shacks. But you can go either into Moapa, which is about an hour away or so, or Pahrump, which is about an hour away.
Yeah, it's in another county, but
Another county. And they have the illegal ones that like, bottle rockets and ones that shoot up in the sky and where we live, neighbors love going to these places.
which is good because we can enjoy seeing the fireworks, and we don't have to have the liability of getting caught with them.
Yeah, so yeah, but it's funny because the neighbor that does this, and then he doesn't clean up as much until the next morning. And if you drive by his house, it looks like a war zone. It's like, right? Doesn't it look like empty shells and mortars and everything's out and about?
Amanda's also from the UK.
Oh my goodness, you guys! I see that they're connecting a little bit.
Okay.
Amanda and Katie, it looks like.
Yeah.
from
And Courtney also lives in Newcastle, but Newcastle, Pennsylvania.
My cat does not like. Yes, animals are just not fans of those explosions. It actually makes me a little on nerve when it is not 4th of July. Ooh, we should tell the story about when we did that one 4th of July and we had everybody here and then we went in the house and what we found the next day.
You're gonna have to tell it because I don't remember.
No, I remember.
We had one of our 4th of July parties.
Never mind. I remember now.
We had all of our camping chairs set up in the driveway. We were like listening and watching and having a great time. We probably finish up around 9 o'clock. That's just kind of what we do, or 9:30, somewhere around there. And then we went back inside. The next morning, what did we find?
I was going to work the next day, and I stopped at the gas station to put gas in my car, and I go to the gas tank and I look in the trunk and there's a hole in the trunk, and I look under the brace of the trunk, and it looks like the point that went. So what I thought happened was somebody shot a gun up into the air, and the bullet came down and went through my trunk into the brace, and you could hear it rattling around inside the trunk when you would.
So let's talk. People will shoot their guns, and I don't know if that's everywhere, but normally here it seems like we hear that later, like 11 o'clock.
And it's really just a stupid thing to do.
Probably people are drunk. They're not making good choices.
Which you never want to mix alcohol and firearms.
No, and then I'm just thinking if that was earlier.
I'm all for firearms, I promise.
If that would have been a couple of hours earlier, like there was one of the little girls like sitting right next to Paul's car. I remember one of the little girls, and I was just thinking if something had happened.
So we have our neighbor at the time. Her brother was a detective for the police department here, and he came over because I was telling my neighbor about it, and we were all out there, and I said, it's a good thing that nobody was hit by one of these stray bullets, and he came and looked, he's like, oh no, that's not a bullet hole. I was like, man, I know what a bullet hole is.
Only because he could hear it also rattling around in there.
And so about a year later, I couldn't hear it because every time I'd pop my trunk, I'd hear some rattle in there. And then about a year later, I couldn't hear it anymore. And for whatever reason, I reached down behind my tail light and I was able to pull out the bullet, and I still have it in the garage.
You do?
I do. It's sitting by my router cable.
Wait, it was actually a bullet?
Yeah, it was a bullet.
It was a bullet, and I still have it.
So just think, like, when people are just shooting for fun, it has to come back down, like, wherever it comes, so.
But it's crazy, too, because shooting it straight up in the air, you don't take into effect the rotation of the Earth and how fast the Earth is moving. So you think you're shooting straight up, it's going to come down, not straight down. It's going to come down somewhere else.
It's like, if you guys have ever watched Grown Ups.
Was that arrow
with the arrow, and then they're like, okay, and then they start taking off running, and one guy gets it in the foot.
Rob Schneider every time.
Yeah, every time. But okay, I just made fun of something that was pretty serious. And
no, it's fine, because if you can't make fun of stuff, then what's the point?
yeah, so we usually get in earlier, like 9:30-ish, 10 at the latest, and then you could hear people partying later. That bugs me a little bit, because then some of the mortars are still going off, and you're like, my dog's trying to sleep, my kids are trying to sleep, that kind of stuff. So, you guys, so we are, I just made some dip back here. You can see that big bag. And then we're going to have a special dessert, but I'm not going to tell you what it is because I'm going to be vlogging it.
The dessert is awesome.
So yes, it was good. It's good. So no fireworks are allowed in El Paso. Hi Inez. Yes, hello Rain. Can't wait. Yeah, it's a vlog, you guys. We vlogged over these last couple of days, so I wanted it to be extra special for the holiday.
So here's a dad joke for you guys. Jonas, don't tell the answer.
Ooh, we're gonna have to do more dad jokes then.
Who doesn't have the day off today?
Who doesn't have the day off today?
And remember, this is a joke, so don't throw out real answers because that's not funny.
Trump.
Isaiah's doing great. He's gonna call us tonight.
Yeah, he's gonna call us in a little bit for sure. Paul.
I have the day off, but I get to the work that I have to do is grilling, so it's not really work.
Deborah, you're right. We do need to do some cook with me's. It's just, I don't know why we haven't done them. And I wonder if it's because we have different styles, I think a little bit in how we record. And I wonder if we're like kind of hesitant about how that is. Even though I'm super flexible with all of that, Danny. So he said Danny. No, I think he is
I
off
think
as
Danny
well.
has the day off. I don't know if he works at all today. I was texting him earlier. I don't know if he was working at all today.
Yeah, we'll they'll be here today. Hey, Amy's back. They'll be here today, so maybe I could kind of throw that around, some ideas with Tina. Go ahead and tell them.
Nobody's got any good answers. Come on.
We'll be here for a minute.
It's okay. They can.
So Paul inherited this weight from his dad. Your dad's like, name 3 things or named.
Oh.
And then
that's
like
right.
he'll wait
wait.
until the waiting, making people wait.
I was gonna
for
say
the
the
answer.
weight I inherited from ice cream.
Not what I meant. The waiting time.
Yeah. So my dad will text jokes to my sister and my brother and me, and they're dad jokes, so they're not really funny, but they're so dumb that they're funny. So.
And I'm like, if I'm gonna tell the joke, I'm gonna give the pun as soon as I can, just so it's
Punchline.
the punchline. Yeah. Let's see. Wonderful, wonderful. You guys, I love our Saturday chats. It's like I get to know everybody a little bit better on Saturdays. So, wow, we have 66 people here. I love dad jokes. Somebody said I do. They're pretty funny.
Okay, so here's the answer. Fire does not have the day off. Cause.
Fireworks.
Ta-da.
Ba-dum-punch.
That was a terrible joke.
Can you do more lives?
James-
Well, I do them every Saturday as much as I can.
James loves the oyster sauce.
Oh, yes. Okay, so I bought that oyster sauce. I think I got it at Winco. It's like $3 to $4.
Yeah, go in and put some likes in. Thumbs up on the live, please.
I went to Costco like a week or 2 later and found that exact same oyster sauce, much bigger, for nearly the same price, maybe like $1 more. Couldn't believe it. And actually we do use a lot of oyster sauce when we're cooking Asian foods.
Should I tell a story about how my boss got sick?
Yes, yes, because we're doing a PSA.
So funny story. So when Ines was diagnosed with corona, I had to.
Wait 8 days for his results.
You want to tell a story? You want me to tell?
No, I'm just adding some of the details.
So I had to wait. So I had to go get tested, obviously, the day that we found out that she got sick. So, I called my boss and told him, I think we told you all this story already. And so he got sick. I was like, great, hopefully I'm not carrying it and spreading it around and yada, yada, yada. So he was coughing and just not feeling good. I called him. We talked about every day that I was quarantining. And he sounded terrible and like way worse than Ines sounded.
I didn't even have any congestion. But I also felt like during this time people were like waiting for him to get these results because I felt like they were pointing the finger.
Yeah, so I kind of felt like there's a stigma at work, and there was a stigma at work that, hey, Paul was in direct exposure to corona person. So anyway, people were keeping their distance, which is fine because I'm kind of a solitary person, and if people want to keep their distance from me at work, I don't need people coming to my office. But anyway, so it was Thursday. He came in, I was eating lunch, and he came in, we're talking, he starts coughing. I was like, dang, you're going to spread your corona all over the place. And I was just kidding. And he said, I forgot to tell you how I got sick. So he went, and the doctor told him he had a bacterial infection, and he's on antibiotics because of his mask. From breathing his mask in. Now, he wasn't changing it very often, maybe every few days. And actually, the masks that we were provided at work, they say change them out every 3 days.
So cloth masks need to be washed.
Yeah,
so
so-
make sure you are washing your masks.
Because they fill up with mildew and mold and little mold spores, and once that gets into your lungs, you can get a respiratory infection.
Can you believe that? He got sick from his mask.
It's ridiculous.
We're probably going to have a surplus pretty quick here of people who are sick from their mask from a bacterial infection, and they're going to think it's COVID. So that's what I'm saying is these are the things that we need to make sure we know before we bombard hospitals. Is that crazy? I couldn't believe it when Paul told me that. Yeah, wash daily or every other day or something like that. But, just make sure you have enough on hand to wash maybe a set and then you have a new set.
Yeah, normally when I'm out and about, I have mine under my nose, which I know you're not supposed to do. So mine's kind of right here so I can breathe in and out of my nose. But if I go into a restaurant or anywhere, gas station, whatever, I just put it up over my nose for the time I'm in there, and then I pull it back down so I can breathe and not risk.
And the paper ones too are disposable. You can I think you can wear them a couple of times or a few times. But I've seen people's masks come through and they are filthy.
Yeah.
I've seen some, like, you probably think they only own that mask, and they can, the first time I went to Costco with the mask on, they made us wear, I just remember this man was wearing it, and it was almost like he didn't want, it was like a statement, he was like maybe he just picked it up off, I don't know, but it looked like a statement, and so I was like, oh, so you don't want it to get to that point. Just started subscribing to my favorite YouTubes. How do you get paid? Okay, so how do you get paid? YouTube has guidelines, so you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers, as long as it hasn't changed. There's also, you have to have 4,000 watchable hours. And so that took me a while. And then YouTube did a really weird thing where they kind of stopped everything with the subscriber, with the monetizing. And then as soon as a few months later, they opened it back up and I was able to get monetized. So when you are putting YouTube videos up, you can see, you have a window, where you can see how many more watchable hours you need, and that's all. It's kind of one of those things, if you're wanting to get monetized, it can be like watching a pot of water boil. It just takes forever.
It does. It's weird, just the whole, I know we say that often, that YouTube is weird, but it seems like certain things catch on, certain things don't, and
Yeah.
it is what it is, but
And
also the thumbs up and comments, all that interaction is good because it shows the YouTube analytics, the algorithms, that there is, what do they call that?
Engagement.
Engagement.
so just right now, with it being July 4th, right before we got on, Paul and I were saying, I wonder how many people are going to be on because it's a holiday. And so you guys are just telling us to, I think just because of the engagement, we still have 66, 65 people on here. So that's still wonderful for a holiday. So I love that. The funny thing about YouTube is that they will push out, some of the videos that tend to do well on the channel. So mine is grocery hauls, but I can't do more than one a week because I don't need to go more than one a week. So those kinds of things. But I am primarily a cooking channel. That's kind of where I started from. And I love cooking and baking and stuff like that. So I will have those also on my channel. But you guys, also coming back to monetizing, to be transparent, I don't make tons. We're talking a couple hundred, I'll be honest, a month. And so that's what is helping us pay for some of for our son's mission. It's going towards his mission costs. And so that's what I'm saying is, I love putting out the information out there and the videos and the teaching because I feel like it's what I do. I love to teach, so I love doing the videos. It's just part of my personality. But if you're going into YouTube to make tons of money, it may not pan out that way.
Yeah, and like everything, it takes a lot of time and effort to make your channel successful. We see especially with the Phillips, we see them put in so much time and
They
effort.
do it so much more than
and,
me, and it
yeah.
pays off. I mean, hopefully it will pay off. It
But
pays for them.
we're so grateful to them also for just pointers and tips and things on how to do little things, how to make the channel better, how to just do a lot of things like that.
There were mean comments that said they were rich. The Phillips. I think we're rich. I think all of us are rich in blessings that we can look at monetarily. Like that's, I don't think any of our friends are extremely like.
Wealthy.
Yeah, I don't think they are.
And
That's
Danny
fine.
also has his own business, and he definitely doesn't. Danny and Tina, neither of them put all their eggs in one basket. They have multiple channels. They have multiple
Businesses.
Yeah, so
That's true.
So they're not rich because they don't work, and I'm not saying that they are rich. I'm just saying that they are hard workers. They're very hard workers
And diversified.
Yeah, and their success is because of the hard work that they do.
Yes, and coming, Jen, I saw your comment. Yes, Heavenly Father knows what we need and helps us. And it's been really interesting how those YouTube paychecks have come in, and it's the exact same amount that we've had to pay for Isaiah's mission.
For sure.
So, and I kind of went into this too thinking if it can help us pay for his mission. I remember telling Tina that it'll be that's the purpose. Like I love that idea. Like I love that it'll help us in that way. So
Anthony keeps asking, how do you get a lot of subscribers? I think if everybody had that answer, then everybody would be on YouTube. Basically what you have to do is put out content that people are interested in.
yeah, and you have to put out YouTube likes niches, unfortunately. So if you're a cleaning channel per se, then you might get more some more traffic if YouTube thinks, oh, they're a cleaning channel, so let me put them out to the cleaning channel watchers. I think because I do some little different things, but it's all under the umbrella pretty much of food. I'm not just cooking and that's it. I'm also baking. I'm also food hauls. I'm also reviewing food like mukbangs or, favorite eat places, those kinds of things. And plus, I love to every once in a while throw in a vlog in there for fun. So I'm wondering if that doesn't help my channel, but you guys, it's okay. It's fine.
And Michelle says she watches the ads. Grateful MCs, Michelle, right?
Oh, yes. Thank you
that
so
does
much.
help,
It
watching
does.
the ads. So if you're on the Phillips page or on Inez's page, watching the ads definitely helps.
Katie just had a long thing.
Katie said, yes, I'm a wealthy person, but I know we put towards our kids' future. That's smart.
That's smart.
So they can go to college and do what they want and maybe go on a mission. Who knows? But we worked hard to get there. Yeah, I think most people who have the means to do what they would like to do, whatever they like to do, got that way because they worked hard. There are a few people who just kind of stumble into success all the time, but most of it is through hard work. I have a friend who seems to, no matter what he does, he seems to roll into success, and it's weird. He's quite a bit older than me, but I'm like, how does this happen to you? He's like, I guess I must be living right. I don't know. But
I think a lot of us are living right. I don't want to I don't want the takeaway from that is to think that we're not living right. We're living wrong. And I just think that there are some people who are meant to get to plan or point B easily. Somebody just said that they gravitate to real life channels, and I agree. I think it was Nancy.
Nancy said, let me find it.
What days do I post? I post Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
We're buffering.
Oh, I'm buffering. And lives on Saturdays. So you guys, we're probably getting ready to go. We still have a few more things to get ready. Got to put this in the fridge because I'll have to cook it for an hour or so.
We'll take some pictures of the...
Yeah, I'm going to add it into the vlog that we're doing. And we'll have a wonderful meal pretty soon. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening as well. Have a restful weekend if you're getting some days off. If not, then I hope you have a wonderful work week.
And Ann Harris, really quick, said, "You do not have to have a lot of money to be rich," which I 100%
I totally
agree
agree with that.
I think it's important to look at what you do have and not what you want.
Yes, for sure.
So you can always have less and you can always have more, but be happy with what you've been blessed with.
Hey, bye Sharon and bye Nancy, bye Michelle, bye Lisa. It's so good that you guys all came to visit us. Deb, I'm sorry we've just started. Or I know you just came, but we're just finishing up. So you guys have a wonderful weekend, and also you may want to come back if you can and put maybe some of your favorite dishes after this video uploads again. Again, that'll be super great for YouTube for engagement. They will love that. So you guys have a great week. Bye. Bye, Amy. Bye, Rain. Oh, thank you about the fireworks. Thanks, Kathy. Bye, Anthony. Bye, Nancy and Deborah. And thanks again for the super chat. Bye, Katie. Bye, Charles. Bye, James.
Bye.